So how's this for a rap? Nobody's going to come towards me and tell me who this person is that is putting my videos up, stealing the voice of truth from the victims, disgracing what has happened to everybody involved here. And this isn't just me and my son. People have been taken out of their lives. No one's going to come forward and tell me who this is or tell me where to find it. Nobody will even speak to me. Everybody has stepped back, abandoned me. Not saying I feel any kind of way about that. I've always been on my own, been independent anyway, but I'm just saying so people can get kind of a perspective. Yeah. I want to know who this piece of shit is that is putting my videos up after everything that's happened to me and Jet. It's taken me a while to sit down and actually say this sentence without smashing something, because whenever I think about what we've been through, that rage boils to the surface, obviously. I mean, there's been multiple attempts on my life. My son's been raped and trafficked. I was put in hospital, shut me up. We've been psychologically tortured. Cancelled, financially messed with, physically messed with. They're literally trying to kill me right now. Like, this is end game now. But no one is going to tell me where to find this piece of shit, because if that should happen and I should be able to confront them, it's game over. Absolutely fucking game over. So for anyone who is watching that piece of shit that is covering pedophiles' asses, you really need to know who you're giving your energy to. I'm not saying to give it, to watch mine. Like, I don't care. Just don't do anything. But just letting you know that's who you're giving your energy to, okay? And what they do with it is obvious, all right? The people who are fronting all of this don't look like pedos at all. They are beards. They're just like window dressing to push an agenda behind that. And they're often going to look the absolute opposite and speak the absolute opposite of what is really going on. So, yeah, really hard for me to say that, because I mean, I walk around my house going off my head sometimes when they're things are kicking off like really heavy. All these houses around here, there's people positioned in. That's been the case for these last 8 years. Everywhere I've moved, they what do you call it? Extort houses out of people. I've witnessed that happened at Northfield with one of the houses. I was sitting out the back, and would have been maybe 1 in the morning, early hours in the morning, couldn't sleep. And of course, I intercepted a conversation. I don't know if it was a street over or in the next street, where somebody was asking the owners to get the deed to the house. Then proceeded to tell them, how it's going to work out with the payment. This person wasn't going to get anything, clearly. Same house, I think all this stuff was happening with this child. So, I don't know how to word this, whether I just say what I think has happened or I just relay the information. Because as I'm relaying like everything verbatim, what I've picked up, my statement, that sounds more confusing than me just laying it out as a speculative story. So this is difficult, but yeah, I do think that house, they'd come in, extorted the house out of these people. There was a night where I heard some woman being kind of dragged down the road, away from her child. And this same silly bitch voice, this same like silly, stupid bitch voice, laughing and giggling, and as this mother's being dragged away. Then, of course, there's the night where I hear someone being put in a boot, being put in the boot of a car. There was a lot of activity around that area. Satanists have been involved for a very long time. At Northfield, there are many nights where they used to convene over at the Oval, in proximity, you know, to me. Somehow I think they're pulling off my energy. I do have a soul. I'm an incredibly powerful empath. Nobody should need to diminish themselves. You know, if you have skills, you know, you should not have to make yourself small and hide that, which has been a theme throughout this whole thing. Trying to diminish. So, you know, I'm not going to make myself small for anyone. I am an incredibly powerful empath with a lot of heart frequency energy. And that's where they'll attack you. So they have to paint this as the exact opposite. So if you think of the exact opposite to that, it would be toxic, it would be aggressive, all of those things. And yeah, I am aggressive to them. They communicate with me, you know, whether it's through this mic thing in the house, or astrally, or psychologically. I mean, there's a lot going on, like a lot. However it is, I'm responding, all right? They don't like it. Initially, I wasn't, and I don't think many people do, because you think you're going crazy. There's no way you're going to play into that, because you do. You think you're going crazy, and that's what they want you to think. When you've been able to research it for 8 long years, actually, sorry, 5 years since the psychic stuff came in. When you've been able to research it for that long, and you have certain abilities when it comes to meditation and channeling and psychological, psychoanalytical, I guess I'll call it. Then yeah, you're able to. Oh, great! Here we go. The throat's gone off again. You're able to sort of see past the you know, the psychological deception that they're playing at, all the narratives they run to try and get you to follow, keep you away from the actual truth. So you really do have to just be clear. No opinion on anything. No, you can't be married to any kind of outcome. It is what it is, and it's just information for me now. I'm processing all the emotions in the background, and privately, I guess, by myself. Huge amounts of pain, obviously, and transmuting that, sending love to my son. But no one's going to front up for what they've done here. And this, if it continues to go this way, the way that they want it to go, I will end up a statistic, and this is going to get washed over. And whoever has been walking around wearing me as a skin is going to be taking on all of that information and research that I've got. And I mean, this is a conscious war at the moment. When people talk about this spiritual war that's going on, you know, initially it was like, okay, whatever, like that's normal, right? Light and dark fighting, that kind of thing. There's a pull, there's a balance. Obviously the balance feels like it's tipped way down at the moment, and things have gotten a bit crazy when we're putting people who support pedophiles on a pedestal. But this is a war on conscious, for sure. And I do feel like people are being snatched up. People's consciences are of great value. Great value. And if people realised how much value they were worth, they certainly wouldn't be consenting to anybody having any kind of power over them. Because the second you give them even a skerrick of power, you're in a very dangerous position. You're telling them that you don't have full ownership of your own conscious. Okay? And that's a scary thing. So when this telepathic connection came in, I think this was also being voiced out there, because I was hearing a lot of people talking about channeling and this kind of stuff all of a sudden. And the curiosity was building. And that's one thing I've looked back on and thought, you know, did that curiosity maybe lead to an opening for these kind of energies? Because sometimes when you're, you know, trying to connect with something, it can be very deceptive. You can be deceived. And how are you actually going to know if that's a demon or an angel? Like, really? They're schooled on all the tricks. And probably a few more now since this event with me, because it's been a massive learning curve for them. I mean, I'm talking like big wigs have been stepping up, because I have stepped into like full power. And when you can stand on your own, you tend to be a force that is reckoned with, because there is so much power there that someone doesn't even need anybody to have their back. Like, that is someone that is feared, you know. I mean, just last night I was throwing down to them. They keep claiming that they're covering the skies, creating a bit of a blockout so that I can't be seen, or they can't be seen, or whatever. But it kind of looks like, you know, that looks like normal clouds. And that is normal clouds probably today, but I'm just saying, like, the sky will fill with cloud and then they'll start the talk. So I'm not saying that I'm believing this, I'm just telling everybody that this is what's happening. This is what they're saying. So I am concerned when this channeling boom started, that yeah, this energy really came through full force and was just snatching up whatever it could. I'm pretty sure this female that is attached now, in 2022, they attached that female in the hopes to level her up with my spiritual connection and my conscious connection to, yeah, to the quantum field, which there's so many different variations, you know. You can channel your higher self. I mean, people do that all the time anyway. Your higher self is in you. It's part of you. But you know, there's moments where you just sort of look back and go, whoa, who did that? Like, I can't believe I pulled that off. You know, generally it's that bigger aspect of you, kind of just more of you, you know what I'm saying, has like come through. I mean, who hasn't had moments like that? So whenever I'm battling this kind of thing and things are getting heavy, like, I mean, right now, they're on my throat chakra really bad. Like, you have no idea the pain in my throat every day, constantly. Someone has their hand around my throat constantly, energetically. So you were talking massive, high up, high level. So whenever I'm throwing down, I will call in my God self into my body, which is just your higher being, you know, all of your energy. So, you know, this could all be a massive psyop. And, you know, in a sense, I just wanted to say, well, that would be great, because then none of this would have happened. But that's not the case. It's actual reality that I've lived. I will never forget my face on the pavement, you know, at the back of the Lama McEwen Hospital. I will never, ever fucking forget that. These are not memories. But all of the banter and the bullshit in the background, like, that they try and run, is all up for speculation. And if it was a massive psyop, then these people are seriously sick. They need a team of experts working on their mental health. A fucking team. Because who the hell has time to do that kind of shit? Especially with sex trafficking victims. Honestly. Like, what the actual fuck is wrong with you?